This is something that I've been working on for about 10 years now. It was a movement that started in Spain, and actually, the drink, is it boba? You know this drink, boba? Yeah, I guess Ferran Adrià was traveling the world, and he said, gosh, I love this drink, what are these little things? And so he went out. This is water with algin. Now, originally, those little bobas had the algin inside, and what happens is it keeps reacting. And so that they're a little gummy, or if you make a larger one, it has a viscosity to it. And if you want to keep it liquid, you do reverse spherification. There's a little bit more here. And the book tells you exactly, what I've done is I've taken these $500 books from around the world, and I've cut down the chemistry into one basic, very easy to follow recipe that you can then take and make your own. So there's 5 grams of the sodium alginate per liter of water, and all you need to do is drop it in and then fold up the edges with your finger, and you can see it's immediately started to react. This one I've got a little bit of a tail on, so I'm going to drop another one in. And Bernice, I need one of those black plates to put this finished sphere on. Now, I learned the hard way. Like I said, 10 years of trial and error. And if you go to chefwhitney.com and get the book, you've got all my 10 years of trial and error out of the way, and just hand it to you on a silver platter. Most of the time, as I said, people buy the book, buy the chemicals, they try it, it doesn't work, it sits on the counter. And I got a call from a chef at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. He said, Chef Whitney, could you please come up here and show me how to do this stuff? So we went. A liquid pop. It's got a skin that is formed through the reaction of the algin and the calcium product, and we can then put it in our tomato water and hold that for service at a later time. If you do the other way around with the algin inside the product, it sort of keeps reacting. And as you can see, there's a viscosity to the algin, and then you don't have such a nice, really liquid pop. And the mouthfeel has that, sort of gooiness to it. So this is ready as well. Only takes about a minute. So now those are ready until... And any of you pastry chefs have done this plenty of times. And so now I'm not having to bloom the gelatin in water and add more water. So I'm just going to melt the gelatin. One very important step to this, it kept happening when I devised this recipe, was that the hot water, right as after I got cooking the Parmesan cheese with the water or the milk, I mix it and it would break. So the goat cheese, all those liquids have to be cooled before you mix it with the goat cheese. But we've got a really nice flavor in this right now. Now we're going to add the gelatin. Are we all melted? Okay. So as I said, with this one, we do not want 2 chargers. I have this habit of putting this one finger here. This works best when you're using a pastry bag. You squeeze with this hand and use one finger instead of both hands. I learned that from a French pastry chef, and I never forgot that. It works first. I use it out whenever I'm doing something like that. Okay, so once you close this in here, you may not open it. You have to expel everything. Otherwise, if you try to open this, it's going to explode all over you. Been there, done that? Okay? So you're going to learn by going to chefwhitney.com and getting foam. Right there, that's a picture of the cover. That's the liquid Caprese we're going to be having. You will get those 10 years of trial and error that I have gone through. And what I do is, it's not a big book with 100 recipes in it. It's got 1 recipe or 2 for each basic technique, and then it's got, that I do, and then it's got the basic recipe that you can take and make your own. and say, okay, here I do a parsley parm foam for my truffle risotto. I need the tip here. It's on the top of the black. Oh, there's one. And you're going to take that basic recipe that I make, a parm parsley, nice green light foam for risotto, and put some beet juice or something else in it and make it your own using the basic recipe. You got my recipe, then you got the basic. Then there's a chart in the back. Each technique has a basic recipe and you can follow and make this ahead and put it in the fridge. If you want to make it, a little stiffer, one more sheet of gelatin, and you can set that. And then the next day, you can make a tart with a tomato, and then put a mold over it and foam it right into that, and then pull it off the next day and serve it. Makes a really nice appetizer with a little extra gelatin. But we want this super light and fluffy. And there you go. And what I'll do, I think we have enough here. We have enough here to give a small taste. Yeah. Would anyone like to taste just this foam by itself? Now, I would normally make this slightly bigger for that size plate. You see, you got a little tiny tail on that one. Let's see, is this one any better? Renee's gonna have one of those little sexy spoons. All these plastic dishes are available at JV Prints, and they're just really cute. And I do have a plastic bin over here that I'm going to put down after our tasting. If you wouldn't mind throwing them in there, I'm going to throw them through the dish machine. Oh, well, look at that. And she's got a perfect one at that. A nice, round, perfect one. All right. Now, I always like to expel it out of the foamer into a container and then use something else very controlled to put it on. It just doesn't come out of there so easy. And I like to then, as it's coming out, kind of put it down into the foam and it doesn't spatter everywhere. If you could get rid of all this stuff I don't need any longer, that would be great. I need just the basil and the virgin olive oil, and I'm good to go. So you can see this would make a nice past hors d'oeuvre or a little amuse-bouche like that. And normally we put that on before. Here we go with the little fingertip, very controlled. A little fresh pepper. Every good salad needs a little cracked pepper, right? And this is our salad today. And there you have liquid Caprese. So, here, bring me